Hey friends, it's so great to see you today. This week we're talking about how to get unstuck from the ruts in life. Now, these ruts can form in pretty much any area of our life, our professional lives, our personal lives, and even our spiritual lives. And like we said this past Sunday, getting unstuck in your spiritual life is the key to getting unstuck in the rest of your life. And that's really what we're going to talk about this week for our next step. Now, specifically, I really want us to focus on the reality that we can't get unstuck without the help of others. This past Sunday, we focused our talk on one primary verse. It's Hebrews 10:24, and it says this: "And let us consider how we may spur one another on towards love and good deeds." You see, the bottom line is this, that most of us, we want to be more loving, or we want to do more good, but oftentimes we're stuck. So the writer of Hebrews tells us that we need to spur one another on towards those things. We need to encourage each other. Now, let's face it, we've all been stuck before. And most of the time, even if we got ourselves into a mess, we need help getting out of those messes. Because if we could get out on our own, we would have done it by now. So this week, for your next step, I want to challenge you to do two things. Here they are. First of all, I want you to look for someone who can influence you. And then second, I want you to look for someone that you can influence. So look for someone that you can influence, and also look for someone who can influence you. You see, when we find ourselves stuck in a rut, oftentimes we may know the right thing to do, but we just lack the motivation to do it. That's why we need others to kind of spur us on. Sure, spurring sounds painful, but sometimes that spurring is just the right motivation that we need to get us to either take action or to even change our direction. That's why you need to find someone who will be a good influence on you to spur you on. And at the same time, we should always make it our goal to have an influence on others as well. In fact, when you go out of your way to influence and to encourage others, oftentimes we find ourselves being the ones that are encouraged, and that's a win-win. So this week, look for someone who you can influence, and look for someone who can influence you. Spend some time praying for that other person. Send them some encouraging words, either through a card or a note or a text message or even a phone call or a visit. And then come alongside of them and meet a need that they may have. You see, when you do that, you'll not only be spurring them on and helping them get unstuck, but it will also do wonders for your faith as well.